Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
We off camera today, baby.
I feel like I'm
Well, this
losing my
morning
mind.
anyway. Let's go. Let's start this thing, man. Let's get it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Come on in, hit that like button, good people.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Tonight.
A sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid.
Hey.
Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Everybody in the world blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Alright, cut the music. It's your brother BOLO V&R 2.0 on the BOLO V&R backup channel right here with you. We're here to talk about a video I came across from Jamaican Carlos TV. Jamaican Carlos TV is a well-known YouTuber in the diaspora. I think he lives overseas, if I'm not mistaken, and he basically is going to tell his story. I came across some information on this that I did not know about Jamaican Carlos, and one of the interesting things I'm realizing a pattern with a lot of the people that is coming out against the current prime minister verbally on their platforms and just vocally you know, on videos and stuff like that. It's been the same pattern, and the pattern is these people were supporters of this leader, but before he came into power, the stuff that he was saying they gravitated to, but then they're not seeing any of the actions to back it up. And it's a very interesting dichotomy that, like, this is the relationship we find often with, you know, people that support politicians. They tell you one thing to get in power, and the next thing you know, they're giving you a total U-turn. They're going totally in the other direction. You know what I'm saying? So before I get into that, do remember, if you are catching the replay, it's okay to catch a replay. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get this out the way because, one, I thought it was interesting, and two, I might be covering something else later on today when I actually get some rest and get up. All right? Please remember to like and share the video. Of course, at the top of the screen right there, you see the donation link is pinned in the comment section. Please remember to hit the like button going on and coming in. I do appreciate you in advance. And the link to my WhatsApp community is also in the comment section at this moment. And you can go right ahead, ladies and gentlemen. You can go right ahead and check that out. All right. Please go right ahead and check that out because I know a lot of people is definitely sleeping right now. And shout out to my brother Double Speaks. Lord have mercy. Shout out to my brother Double, man. Jeez. I was on the road after I did my live yesterday, last night. I went on the road and you know what I'm saying? I had me some fun, I ain't gonna lie. With my peoples, my real peoples, you know what I'm saying, that I know in real life for a very, very long time. In real life though. Alright. I just wanna put this text up here for the people that is gonna catch a replay. Remember to hit the like button. When you're catching the replay, baby. Lord have mercy. I don't know how this going. Hit the like button. If let me just make it simple, and then from there, hey Wagwan, Cutting Edge, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Trust me, I got a very interesting show for the people. Very, very interesting show for the people, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want this to scroll. I actually want it to fit the screen, first of all, so I can move forward. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna start 4:15, so I'm in good. I'm okay in terms of timing. I was a bit early. Cutting Edge, hey man, I'm happy to see you in the chat, bro. But bro, when do you actually sleep? I think you go crazy with this stuff more than me in terms of yeah, I need to edit this. I didn't even realize I spelled catchy wrong. The hell going on, man? That says Cathy. What the hell is that, Cathy? We got Miss Chicago in the building? Is that Miss Chicago? Hold up. What? We got Miss Chicago in the building and
What up, baby?
What's going on? I did not expect y'all to be up. I ain't lying. Yo, Cutting Edge, what happened to my brother, the pastor, man? What the hell going on? I mean, I came on. You telling me broski sleeping for hours upon hours upon hours while the live is happening? Yo, that's wild. I ain't lying. That is wild. Oh no 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 no! I do not want that. I do not want that color. No sir, I do not want that color. No no no. Could you please change that color? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm going to leave that right there on the screen. Hit the like button if you're catching the replay, because I know most of the people's going to catch a replay. Now, let's get back into the introduction of the content. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Now, like I said, a lot of you guys don't know this content creator, maybe not. I want to introduce you to him. He's the same person that made me aware of Ibrahim Troy and what he was doing in his good country of Burkina Faso. You know, all the works he was doing. So I gotta give props where props is concerned. Yes sir. So yeah, the donation link is pinned if you want to support the channel. You can join my WhatsApp group, so you can get notifications when I go live. It's right there. If you're catching the replay, if you're watching right now. Um, Without any further ado, man, basically, Jamaica Carlos is pointing out all the lies that through his own experience, that he has said that the current prime minister of Jamaica, has told him, you know, and we're just going to hear from the horse's mouth. Now, let me put out a disclaimer. I am not co-signing nothing nobody's saying. This is this man's experience, all right? And I am noticing a pattern from him telling his story. And I want to point out that pattern. And you, the audience, can let me know if you've had similar experiences with politicians, wherever you are in the world. And I want you guys to go crazy in the comment section to really think about, how do we remedy this situation? What are the solutions? You know, how can we move forward positively? Now, before I do that, let me play the music in the background. I want to make sure I'm under all fair use guidelines of YouTube. All right, I do not want a copyright strike. Okay, hail to the no, no. All right, let me play that, and let me check my audio on my YouTube myself before I get started. All right, shout out to Miss Chicago and shout out to Cutting Edge, whether they still here or not. We got how many likes on this video already? Let me see. We got 4 likes already. Wow, 4 people came through and hit the like button. Damn, salute to y'all, man. All right, so I think that is a good volume to have right there. All right, check it out. Mr. Jamaican Carlos, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it.
Good morning. We have a serious conversation this morning, you know. Hold on there.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Now, the audio that you're hearing, this is a perfect example of what is going on in Jamaica. On one end, the authorities are saying that there's no tracking of people. On the other end, the Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Holness, is saying that these people were tracked. So the question is, one, who's lying? You know what I'm saying? And two, are we actually getting tracked? Are they actually tracking people here in Jamaica now? And if so, I got another question. If they're tracking people for quote unquote misinformation, isn't what they just said misinformation? And then you got to ask yourself the question again, who is misinforming who? Was the lady who was the one that's misinforming us, or was it the Prime Minister that was misinforming us? I'm confused. I got a lot of questions because, and then if it's identified that the Prime Minister is the one giving out the misinformation, what would be the ramifications? What would be the process of accountability of him giving out misinformation? Now, if it's the lady that is giving out the misinformation from that government entity, what is going to be the consequences of her giving out misinformation? Because one person is saying Jamaicans are not being tracked, and another person is saying, which is the Prime Minister, is saying we have successfully tracked people and allegedly locked them up. This is what is coming out of the Prime Minister of Jamaica's mouth. All right, so right here is very interesting what is actually going on in Jamaica currently. It is wild, ladies and gentlemen. But let's continue.
anyone can say anything and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it's
some 60 odd shelters across the country.
So that's the same voice of the lady saying that people can't just say anything and things get amplified around the world and Jamaica. This is true. The same entities that are in positions of power have used this strategy for years to not only win elections but to keep the people dumbed down and misinformed. And Lord, man, you guys are getting thoroughly exposed. Check this out. Let me play that back.
around the country and around the world. And it's
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters we have.
So one person said they had 60 odd shelters. Another person said 700 and something. Let's listen to that again.
can say anything and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it's
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
So one person said 60 odd shelters, another said 700 shelters, and another said 900, which was the Prime Minister. Again, my question is, this was in after Hurricane Beryl. They came out with these statements, and this came on mainstream media. So is the mainstream, no, wait a minute, I can't even say that. The mainstream media came with this is video evidence. So which one of these politicians, because there's politicians, these are politicians from the JLP, the Jamaica Labour Party, the current ministry, the current party that's in power, that's governing the country. So you had Mr. Desmond White. It was Desmond White. Is it White? I don't even remember his name. I'm sorry and I apologize. No disrespect. I really haven't started following up these politicians until recently and educating myself on what's really going on in the country. But anyway, so Desmond McKenzie, that's his name. My apologies. He said there's 60 odd, right? Listen again. I don't want to show y'all the visual. You can see behind the thumbnail that you can see the video, right?
country and around the world. And it's
Some 60 odd shelters.
60 odd shelters. That came out of Mr. Desmond McKenzie's mouth, all right?
Across the country.
Go to any of our 7.
Now, this is I believe Matthew Samuda. Yes, I believe it's Carl Samuda's son. That's who it is. He said what?
180 plus shelters.
Go back. What?
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
So according to him, there's 780 plus shelters here in Jamaica. Wow. Okay.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
Now that is our prime minister here in Jamaica saying you have 900. Now, I think this is very alarming. I don't know. Do you think this is very alarming? The people watching this, you don't have to live in Jamaica to think this is alarming. You could tell me your opinion in the comment section, or feel free to do it after, if you watch the replay, if you to do it in the comment section there. But that is misinformation of its highest order. Again, I ask, are any of these three gentlemen going to be charged for misinformation? We see where the vloggers are being targeted. As a matter of fact, I see an effort that the Prime Minister is trying to blackball the vloggers and encourage people to not listen to us at all and only listen to the mainstream media. However, recently the Integrity Commission sent out a report, and the report stated that let me see if I can find the Integrity Commission website real quick. The report basically stated that there is 2 more members of the government. I don't know if it's the JLP or the PMP, that has not yet been confirmed, that are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Now, what is illicit enrichment? ladies and gentlemen, what is illicit enrichment? All right, let me look at that. Illicit enrichment, the meaning. All right, illicit enrichment generally refers to a situation in which a person has enjoyed some sort of wealth that cannot or has not been justified as coming from a legitimate source of income, aka scamming, aka illegal funds, aka not under the law. So, in the current administration that is in power right now, we know that there is 6 for sure that is under investigation that is not in the PMP. This has been confirmed because those individuals have declared their assets on the PMP side. Mark Golden made sure that that is well documented. So we know for sure that there is 6 illicit thieves that are under investigation. Well, 6 illicit alleged thieves that is under investigation for this government. And now there's 2 added. We don't know if it's in the PMP or the JLP. Now that report came out, and do you know what the mainstream media said? Some of the big mainstream media too. I think the Gleaner was one of them allegedly, and Nationwide, a popular one, that said there's no longer an illicit 6, there's an illicit 2. Only to find out that the Integrity Commission came out and said, you have been misinforming the people. Now, I have not heard, maybe I'm wrong, but I have not heard the Prime Minister come out and scold, I would say, his good colleague from Nationwide, Mr. Cliff Hughes, for putting out misinformation. I've not heard about any, how would I say, sanction or accountability or some type of punishment that is going to come down on Nationwide or the Gleaner for putting out that there's only 2 illicit enrichment members now. It's not 6 anymore, when it's not that. It's actually 6 plus 2. And the Integrity Commission came out and said, you're misinforming the people and you're misrepresenting the report that we put out. And you need to apologize. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong again, ladies and gentlemen, but I've not heard about any apology from Nationwide or the Gleaner or any other these mainstream media, or even just regular vloggers like myself that seem to be pushing a certain narrative of falsehood, right? They have not come out and apologized. I've not heard it. Maybe I'm wrong again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But you can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. So let me see. Is this the report? Because they put out a report the other day, the Integrity Commission. I want to read it and show y'all. 2024 Annual Report, Integrity Commission. This was June 24, 2024. Dear Honorable Speaker, blah, blah, blah. Wow, okay. Chapter 1, Ethics Staff, Statutory Declaration, Prime Minister Statutory Declaration has been written and said in respect of the non-certification of the Prime Minister. So I should show y'all this. Obstacles, illicit enrichment. Man, can I get to the executive remarks? Integrity 5th Annual was formally reviewed. Maybe I'll do that another time because it's a lot. But pretty much that's the situation. But nobody was charged. And now we see this with the hurricane, and they're telling us that you have 900 shelters plus 700 shelters plus 60. Listen to that again.
country and around the world. And it's
Some 60 odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
Who is going to hold them accountable for this misinformation, ladies and gentlemen, is my question. Are they going to hold themselves accountable? Are they going to come out and apologize to the Jamaican people and take accountability for, I don't know, maybe give them grace and say they misspoke? Very interesting.
Yes, family. I want to do. Now, you see, me do this several times on this platform. Jamaica me thing there, and a Jamaica me say, no man, no party. No people. Me I come from a PNP background, for those of you did not know. Me say this about a million times, for everybody will know me know Carlos. A PNP background I come from, I can't help that. The band a PNP household. Where PNP do no wrong. Is the right do every wrong. No, me grew up around PNP, all of that. When I come a foreign people, I realized that I need to make a change, because when I look back, I look on the party and I say, no, I can't support this. Because after I come up foreign and see someone get arrested for less than what the politician in Jamaica get away, so I say, hold on. We can't support that. Call back my brother Jamaica and say, boy, I'm not PNP again now. Yeah, man, I'm not PNP.
So if y'all don't understand, from my American folks and my audience and others, what Carlos is saying is that he was born into a home where they supported the PNP, so by proxy, it was that culture was passed down to him. And I'm vehemently against this culture of passing down your political preferences on your children, that they feel like they have to support this party or you are going to be at odds with them somehow. This is, I think, that right there is a enemy of progress. That culture is an enemy of progress, and I would challenge anybody to argue me point for point where you growing up your kids to come up and just blindly serve the same party that you serve. Katie, what's going on? Salute to you, my brother. Salute. I ain't on camera this morning, but we put me in that work early, you know what I'm saying? So I challenge anybody to show me where in Jamaica, in this culture, where being a die-hearted supporter to the point where you are literally telling your kids who to vote for because you voted for them, how that has helped the collective progress of everybody in Jamaica. It has not. Jamaica has digressed politically. Our democracy is in my opinion, democracy is being threatened. There's no transparency. There's little to no accountability where government officials are concerned. One of the questions that is always asked is, when have you ever seen politicians go to jail in Jamaica? No matter how much money is missing, right? There's people in certain positions where in Jamaica there seems to be this type of, it depends on who you know type of vibe. And you can commit any crime allegedly, and it depends on who you know, and you won't hear about it in the news. It'll be brushed under the rug and die out unless the vloggers say something about it. I wonder if that's why they're attacking the vloggers, because the vloggers have been speaking about this lack of accountability by the Prime Minister of not declaring his assets since 2020. And this is allegedly, he's also under investigation for illicit enrichment. And I just explained to you, ladies and gentlemen, that illicit enrichment has to do with you not making your money legally. You can't declare and show that this money came from here. Now, why is this important when dealing with the current prime minister? Because people know where his money was before he became the prime minister. They know how wealthy he was before then. So where did this unexplained wealth come from is the question. That is why they need him to declare his assets, because something just ain't right.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
All right?
Tell about them.
Something ain't right. But let's continue.
Me independent. And
So Carlos said, listen, when I saw somebody get locked up for less than what these politicians are allegedly doing in Jamaica in the United States, he said, I'm out. I'm independent. I can no longer support the PMP. And that he was born into supporting. So this man has now declared to himself and his family, I'm no longer support this. All right? And he's going to look elsewhere to see, as an independent mind, which leader is best fit for him to support moving forward. And now he's going to tell his story. Listen.
Joe, Holness, misinformed Carlos. He misinformed me. I was misinformed by the brother. And that me not tell you tonight. So whatever you want to talk about misinformation, this brother are the factory of misinformation. No, me they are foreign. Now, me are no PNP and no Liberty, Call my family, talk to my brother, them and tell them, say, yo, me no nothing with none of them because my thief and people them poor and nothing go on because I'm a thief from the people them.
I don't know what's going on with my internet. I'm sorry, y'all. Damn. I need to refresh. Let me refresh this real quick. Something just ain't right.
So we know that them because my thief and people them poor and nothing go on because I'm a thief from the people them. Now, me are no PNP and no Liberty, Call my family, talk to my brother, them and tell them, say, yo, me no nothing with none of them because
here we go.
My thief and people them poor and nothing go on because I'm a thief from the people them.
Here we go.
I'm start seeing different things. I start open up. I'm say no. Let me see such man pop up on the scene now. Such man pop up on the scene. Say I run for prime minister. They say such man attack the things what I and I want to hear. Cause foreign with it and we tired of the corruption.
So he's speaking about Andrew Holness. He said after he made his decision to go independent, he saw Andrew Holness pop up on the scene and he was saying all the right things.
He saw me that tell my brother and I'm a virgin then. You know what Jamaica would say. Such man come and say no corruption in them cabinet. Such man.
That's the first one. I remember him saying that. I never believed it. I've been done with politicians for a long time. He said no corruption will be in his cabinet. Well, when you look at the fact that there is 6 people on the investigation for illicit enrichment and the prime minister has put a gag order so nobody can know the identities of those persons on the investigation. Well, when you say you're not gonna encourage any corruption in your party, saying it is one thing, but your actions don't really match up, sir. I'm just saying. That's just common sense, but let's continue.
Man come and tell me say impeachment process for crooked politician. Such man come and tell me say term limit for PNP, for prime minister. Such man come and tell me say set election date.
So he said he's naming out all the stuff, some of the stuff he said, setting an election date. That means, a leader can't drag it along just so he could set the date that would be in favor of him or her gaining some momentum going into that election cycle. It would be more free and fair. You know what I'm saying? And more balanced. But we haven't seen that pan out at all. It hasn't You know, they just say these things, but we haven't seen it manifest, you know?
We glad to hear them there. We glad to hear them say, yeah. Glad to hear them there. When we say such man pull off this stunt for Azan, because Azan build the stall and they shop them in the market for the people. He said, now go sit down in a parliament with Azan. Zero tolerance for corruption. Yes, it was kind of harsh, but I was pleased at that time because I say, you know what? Such man are coming serious with a zero tolerance for corruption. Because imagine Richard Azan never do nothing bad, too bad. But if it off, are you wrong?
Sorry, now I am not aware of this situation that he's talking about with Mr. Hazan, but I do remember hearing his name come up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have disassociated myself from mainstream media a long time ago, especially the news. I stopped watching it. I'm talking over 10 years. See, I wouldn't say I've been unplugged from the Matrix, but I've been kind of just tearing down sections of it from my mind. And I've realized, in my opinion, that mainstream media is a huge part of the problem, especially in these times, in keeping the people dumbed down, you know what I'm saying, and uneducated and misinformed. Hello, but let's continue. He said Hazan. So what I'm gathering from it is that he built some stalls for some people in the market, but it was not ethical the way he did what he did. So basically he would gain political favor from building those stalls for those people in the market. That's what I'm getting from it. Somebody that knows the story can correct me if I'm wrong. I am welcome to all corrections. I don't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? It's all alleged. So shit. Hey, y'all can correct me, man. Hell yeah. Let me take this sign and put it somewhere. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. Not to replay this sign, sir. Let me take this sign and put it right here. Because allegedly is my favorite terminology, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that right now. Hell yeah. You ain't gonna catch me in no goddamn lawsuit. You shitting me? For defamation? Hell to the no. I ain't got time for that, but let's continue.
Richard Azan sent in his resignation and Portia Simpson Miller accepted it.
Okay.
I mean, such man moved down the road in 2011. Such man said, we in America have...
So basically, Carlos is saying that it was kind of harsh what was done to Hazan, but then he was saying if it's for the better good of just being transparent and not entertaining any levels of corruption, man, he was for it. And he loved the move that the Prime Minister at the time, Mr. Andrew, well, not the Prime Minister, that the leader of the opposition that was campaigning to become the Prime Minister at the time was doing. I believe he was I don't know, maybe he was the leader, I don't know, but the position that he took was one that really Carlos was drawn to. He said he's a little bit harsh, but hey, if we're gonna stand up for rights and justice, let's just stand up for rights and justice and what is right and what is morally right. But then when you look into his wife being the Speaker of the House, even if she was recommended and put there with the help of the opposition, you yourself should be like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. That could be seen as a certain type of way and that would hurt us. And we got to make sure we move with certain levels of integrity. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been the right thing for him to do. Not because she's been given the position means that you guys should have, make a judgment call and say, you know what, a wifey, I don't think this is the right thing to do. It would be a kind of an unfair situation for you to be in that position of power. I think it would be a conflict of interest. So let somebody else go and get the job. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? That would show that you're moving in a way different type of mode, baby. That you would have gotten so much brownie points from the people just by doing that. And let me show you an example of what I mean with the opposition. Mr. Mark Golden has made his dual citizenship null and void. even though it doesn't go against the Constitution, because the people of Jamaica was calling, hey, sorry, my bad, I already shouted out KD. Because the people of Jamaica already wanted him and was calling for him to, give up his dual citizenship, he thought about it and he said, you know what, I'm not going to allow the opposition to make this a distraction to the real issues of what needs to be addressed, like you declaring your assets, us finding out who the 6 thieves is so we can get them out, because that's corruption, and even to see if they thieves or not. Let's clear the air on all of this stuff that's hanging over the government. Let not my dual citizenship be the talk of the town. And he eliminated that from them by removing himself from that monarchy, from that country and that citizenship. But the prime minister did no such thing when his wife was given or elected the position to be the House Speaker. He should have said, yo, that is against that should be against company policy. That should be that's not ethically right. There's a conflict of interest there. No, don't take that position. But I guess that's too much of a high moral ground for the Prime Minister of Jamaica to take at this juncture in recent years, compared to when he was speaking in the early days and telling us his plans for the country. But let's continue.
Done too much for Jamaica, for us not to enjoy the benefits of Jamaicans who come from the Commonwealth countries. Like you can come to Jamaica for 1 year and you can, run in office and all that thing there. You see what I say? So in a 2011, such man led a committee. People listen to me, they are fine, they feel good when they hear that, back in 2011. They feel good when they say, oh, Jano, the such man love women, the young man think about we. They don't know the more man. Zero tolerance of corruption, because Richard Azan do the least and him get the most. Now he left. Now sit down at Parliament, man refuse to sit down at Parliament with Richard Azan. That's why I'm telling you, say, Andrew Holness will never tolerate Andrew Holness as an opposition leader. He will never do that. Right? So when they see what I'm saying, so the man feels like he cut out with some good. Set date for election. Them thing number one because I'm start the election up and down. Look what this man do with the election. He kick back election how many times? The local government election. How many times they put up? Kick down the road like all can. And the same man who tell us him upset the election. Kick it down the road like all can. Term limit for Prime Minister. Them thing in the new.
Now, Carlos is making an excellent point where the government, Mr. Andrew Holness promised that, allegedly we would have set election dates in his campaign. Fast forward to him getting power, a lot of the local government elections was delayed. He pushed it back. Still didn't work, because the last local government election, it's clear who won. It wasn't the JLP. They lost one of the prime seats in the local government election, and the polls show now that Mr. Mark Golden, he has grown favor with the people over Mr. Andrew Holness. So all of that pushing back and delaying the inevitable did not work, And again, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong about any of the things that I'm saying. All right, because you see what's on the screen. The disclaimer is there. All right, let's get it.
Constitution when I reform. So you tell me, say, I'm misinformed, I'm misinforming because he have the chance to do these things and refuse impeachment process for crooked politician. Him see one a block me 6. $1.7 trillion missing out of his office, flavor and tough time ministry.
Damn. Allegedly 1.7 what? We gotta go back. Hold up. Wait.
Chance to do these things and refuse impeachment process for crooked politician. Him see one a block me 6. $1.7 trillion missing out of his office, flavor and tough time ministry.
Flavor and Tufton Ministries, $1.7 trillion is missing allegedly. I didn't even know this. What in the world? 1.7 trillion? God damn.
Bumblecart!
Gots to be more careful.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Man, listen.
Him a block the Auditor General from independently investigate. Remember the same man who tell us zero tolerance for corruption? Richard Azan left.
So what Carlos is pointing out is this, which expertly he is doing. If you're gonna say zero tolerance for corruption, then why do you have a gag order on the six, you know, six that's under investigation? Well, now 8 that's under investigation for illicit enrichment. Why a gag order if you have no tolerance for corruption? And maybe I, forgot what the meaning of the word tolerance is, which means the opposite of tolerance would be, non-tolerance. All right. Tolerance means the ability or willingness to tolerate the existence of opinions or behavior that one dislikes or disagrees with. So if you have a no tolerance for corruption, it means you have disabled the ability and willingness to tolerate those types of behavior. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Somebody say something to me. Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Non-tolerance, lack of tolerance, failure or inability to tolerate. You will not tolerate these things, these corruptions, right? That's what he said initially. However, time has passed and a lot has changed, ladies and gentlemen. Allegedly.
Misinformed people. I was misinformed coming from a PNP background. No, why I support such when I decide Portia should have left at the time was because I say scammer down a month ago was running for councillor. And I say Portia must lose her mind. Another thing about that.
Wait, there was a scammer running for damn man. PNP was in a dark space, boy. And you know what? The JLP, in my opinion, this is their dark hour. I think the PNP went through a dark hour just before Andrew Holness won. And now the JLP is gone in a dark hour. Trina, what's up? Salute to my girl Trina. I rock solo like Polo. Yeah, you know though. Shout out to Trina, man. Salute. Appreciate you.
I'm with Portia again at the mining, where she don't want to stop. Yeah, I'm going to say I sell out the place to the Chinese. I'm bringing the Chinese. I know say them kill Jamaican own businesses.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that very, very clearly, ladies and gentlemen. I remember Kahu and Muta Baruka on Irie FM was really working hard to make people aware of what was going on with our water, our water sources, and the government trying to sell out allegedly those water sources to the Chinese. I believe it might have happened in that time already. There were areas where they wanted to mine that was definitely a no mining zone for environmental, to keep the environmental health moving forward with the collective group of the country, intact. It would have affected so many persons and places very, very badly if they chose to mine in those areas. And according to what Mr. Carlos is saying, basically they went ahead and did it, and he was not with it when the PNP was in power at the time, and that's what kind of led him to rock with this guy right here, Mr. Andrew Holness.
And that's going right now. Them started up and such man are going with it, and Jamaica business are dead all over the country. No? So now such man come in kind of beat Portia about everything what she had do. She could do no right for him. So when Portia come in now, when Portia, remember such man, one of the man will help to stop go Thailand from getting taken over by Chinese. Me I tell the people him go there with some environmentalists. It all was a political nonsense. And them I tell Andrew say boy for this and that, and Chinese them come out and do and so the environment got this and that. Now when Nipa there. Look when Nipa there in the man office. Nipa tell the man said, do not dig certain place. The man override Nipa right now and dig it. The Dry Harbor Mountain.
So you telling me allegedly that the government is now digging in the Dry Harbor Mountain? Oh my God. Wait, ladies and gentlemen. Dry Harbor Mountain. Harbor Mountain in Jamaica. Which parish is the Dry Harbor Mountain located? Saint Anne. Oh, wow. Alright, let me ask. Is there mining going on in the Dry Harbor Mountain in Jamaica? Is there mining? Mining. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Y'all bear with me. I listen, I'm reacting to this in real time. Is there mining happening in the Dry Harbor Mountain? Question mark. PAAC still awaiting answers on dry. This was 2021. Nah, I need something more recent, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on with these articles? So I can't confirm that right now. So still allegedly.
Harbor Mountain is a place we have not some type of plants and rocks up there where university students study from even overseas, right? It have some natural, some type of plants up there where grow on some rocks with little or no soil. University students go there and they have some special birds and all type of stuff when they know way up at them place there. NEPA tell him say don't dig up there. NEPA office. NEPA end up in this office. You understand me? So no see what go on. Chinese them still go on with the thing in Jamaica. Mining still go on. So deep that him and them maroon them get tonight. Never have a prime minister where him and them get tonight.
Yeah, so with the Maroons, I remember that's a real situation. So you know the Maroons historically have a treaty that they have from, I think it was the Queen at the time or the King, where the land that they were given for their cooperation, that treaty still stands. It's binding. Treaties are a very serious thing. So I think I've heard the Prime Minister come out and made some challenging statements, very bold statements that there's only one sovereign Jamaica, and as if the treaty doesn't state that a Pong Kong or a Pom Kong, I don't remember the name of it, but a Pong Kong, forgive me if I'm butchering that name, that's the place where the Maroons stay. They actually are a sovereign state outside of Jamaican law by the treaty. All right, exactly, cutting edge. It's definitely not something to be taken lightly. So it was very surprising to me when I heard the Prime Minister challenging the chief of the Maroons. I remember that. I remember it was very big news. You couldn't escape it. It was big talk. So I remember that. But let's continue. Very interesting. So he's saying, and that was the argument too. The argument was that they're doing it because they want to mine in those areas because the soil is so rich with minerals. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, that's an environmental nightmare. If they was to dig in that area, Jamaica would be done forever. Like forever. Forever. The amount of water sources, plants, I'm talking about, bro, forever. So it was insane to me that he would champion something like that. See, this is why us, the people of Jamaica, need to be educated. Us being educated is one of their greatest fears, because now you get to process what they're saying and their actions, and you think independently for yourself and come to your own conclusion. Bro, I don't need to tell you what this government is doing. It's clear to see based off their action what they're doing. Period.
So all these things we see what going on with this brother. I and I supported with 2 ghost page. I and I supported them with their friend. I hear the man and I say, boy, no politics, no love, none of them.
I appreciate Carlos for telling the truth that he was tricked by the Prime Minister of this country. he left the PMP, became independent, but everything that Mr. Prime Minister Andrew Holness was saying, he took everything for the gospel, only to come and find out now he has gone against pretty much almost everything that he said he would stand for. Ain't that something? Where have we heard that before?
But when the man come in and said, Jano, never this, that, and the other. Impeachment process and term limit and set date and...
Oh, yeah. So he was talking about the impeachment process? Come on, dog. Come on.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Bro, I remember an article that came out in the news saying that they're trying to advocate to remove impeachment of government officials from the Constitution of Jamaica. So you telling me I gotta play that back? That is crazy, bro. Wait, hold up.
And I supported them with their partner. I hear the man and I say, boy, no politics, no love, none of them. But when the man come in and said, Jano, never this, that, and the other. Impeachment process and term limit and said...
So he talked about an impeachment process. Only now for his people in his government to be coming out publicly talking about they want to remove, allegedly, the impeachment process from the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody needs to curse out the Prime Minister. Nobody should threaten the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister told us to do this. The Prime Minister said, let your voices be heard. Speak out against the government when you see for yourself that corruption is at play. It is your responsibility as a citizen to do that. He is the one that told us that. And once you're operating under the guidelines of YouTube, because YouTube does not encourage anybody to push misinformation. All right, you can be flagged for misinformation. Your channel can be damn near removed for certain levels of misinformation. All right, so no vlogger out here just trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to put their channel in jeopardy for spreading misinformation. That is not happening, sir. All right. Well, I can speak for my goddamn self. I ain't doing that. So I'll continue to say allegedly. Let's continue.
Date and no corruption in the cabinet, zero tolerance as an appeal left for the little pittance for him do. I resign because we not sit down in the parliament with him. And we go trickery around integrity. When we know say none of them, look what we have right now. Look what this. So the whole thing was a trick, my people. It was a big old trick. We have the Chinese and the Indians that kill Jamaican own business. Chinese get tax break at Jamaica. Yeah, they get duty-free import. Chinese get duty-free import. They also get the tax break. They can bring in container for container full gentle people at Jamaica. Duty-free. We were born and grow there and have a shop next door them. We have to pay for everything we get from foreign. We pay all the taxes that Jamaica government now. He's we up. I mean, no say that not good for my country. That drive Jamaican business. God Jamaican say. If Jamaican business out there now, hold on, life support. When we say life support, it ain't up on life support people. I'll be right back after the short break.
I don't want you to come to with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and he's a prime minister around the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Time we learn to hold our leaders accountable, and is a prime minister around the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Stop making excuses. Otherwise, we'll elect the people.
Man, I'm here talking the whole time. So I was saying that the man said to hold the government accountable. All right, stop making excuses for them. Period. Just stop. And I'm going to do exactly what he said we should do. Listen again.
Time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them.
You are the prime minister of the country. With great power comes great responsibility, and also with that great power, y'all be getting paid, bro. Get paid, young nigga. Get paid, not get the money, right? So there is no excuses for tardiness, for failure, none of that. We ain't giving no excuses. Y'all getting paid heftily, and we need results. We need the prime minister to fulfill the promises of transparency and good governance, and also we need to see no corruption, no tolerance for corruption. Let's go.
Stop making excuses. Otherwise, we'll elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
So he called out even the labor rights. So all the labor rights out there that's listening to me, do you hear what your prime minister said? Do not bring that crazy way of doing things while you not hold him accountable. He is challenging you to hold him accountable, ladies and gentlemen. All of my labor rights friends, you heard the prime minister. He said to hold him accountable. Don't make no excuses for him. He's the leader of the country. With great power comes great responsibility. Point blank, period.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys. Now, you see the man hear me because I talk, and I fling the 2x4. Me know me talk say. Me don't like to be lied to. Me don't like no man misinform me. Disinformation. I support you, and the whole thing was like a lie and a big old scam, because you get the opportunity to do what you say you're going to go do, but you refuse. Now you have majority in the parliament right now, along with the constitution. When you say you shouldn't touch it, you shouldn't touch it. Let me tell you something. If you leave office, my brother, before we go further, you cannot be fixing and change. You must leave office. We need somebody better. The labor, they must clean up somebody quick and fast, throw them out there. For the sake of Jamaica. And I like.
Now he's saying that Mr. Prime Minister should leave office. He's not credible. He's not credible. And he's calling on the JLP to put somebody else in office because he's making them look bad. Right? And allegedly, I believe Christopher Tufton is the one that might be next in line, but I don't see how they're going to use him, because he's the same person that told people in the pandemic that needed water in their communities. And I will never forget this. I told y'all that man, I would never vote for him. Christopher Tufton, me personally, I ain't telling nobody what to do. But you can't come out here and tell these people that need water, a resource that is not only necessary, but is the God-given right of every taxpayer in this country to receive. You telling them that they should take something in their body that they're not comfortable with, and then you give them water. You're bribing them using the jab so they can get water. You're sick. And now you the health minister. The irony of evil that is going on in this Jamaica Labour Party is astounding. It is of epic proportions, but I digress. This is the dude that they pushing? Wow.
Not only you and the wife must leave office.
Oh.
You and the wife must leave office.
Oh, allegedly. That's the dude they pushing. Allegedly.
I don't feel. In my opinion, I must leave office. Now let's talk a little about the war going with the Chinese out.
I agree that they should resign. Him and his wife should go. All right, the gag order should be lifted, and all the illicit, all the people that are, enriching themselves, illicit enrichment should be exposed and put to jail. All right, full force of the law. What we doing, Trina? What we doing?
Okay. They build a road out there, right? That's how they say they do, build a road. The man they build a road, then the man they get the rights to set up our signage and all them things at the side of the road. People, our signage, they get the exclusive right to set up our signage at the side of the road when they build, where we have give them all type of sitting for and can't stop, like 1,200 acre land one place, 740 acre another place where water depend on Bob Marley, a heritage land and all that type of stuff. I mean, I don't know what kind of other land them give them elsewhere for this piece of whatever they do up there. We give them all the exclusive rights to set up all the signage along the road, restaurants and gas station and billboards and anything rest stops, anything along the highway that when them build this piece of virgin land where nobody ever drive to Jamaica and them get to control it all. What that Jamaica do? What is the plan for us? What is the plan for us Africans? Is we have other people coming there? So not only that, them get land and stuff, my people, them get to put them toll in a road. It's a 50-year concession. Me get back to that. They get to put them toll in the road. I collect money. Them raise them toll when they want to raise it. And it seems as if the Ministry of Transportation can negotiate with them. Say, man, raise up the toll. We're not charging no taxes. We're not still getting duty-free import stuff for free. Then why not raise the toll for Jamaica people? Did the government raise taxes for Uno? No, the government not raise taxes for the Chinese. Same way that one. But them raise it, the toll for away. Just what I know. After the while we have to for them, tax-free.
That's interesting. So allegedly they get a tax cut. That's the Chinese. They get all this land. They pretty much allegedly own the highway, so they make money off that too. What do we get? The taxpayers. Promises, no accountability as to where our money is going. They have this thing called, we got Charmaine Flowers. I know Charmaine. Salute. Shout out to Charmaine in the building. Welcome. Yeah, it's now 8. It's now 8 illicit thieves. Lord have mercy. This is some wild stuff going on in Jamaica, I can tell you that.
Figure on the basic duty-free import and stuff. But we don't get it on the earth of our business. So no wonder, and they have a 50-year concession, 30 years longer than any other concession we've ever signed. So you give them an extra 30 years for do what? Plant them seed and them root grow deep in Jamaica. Before you know Jamaica and now stand in their own country, this man has set you up to fail.
Yeah, it's really, really wild to me how they don't invest in us, the people. And when I say invest, I mean, if you're going to build Jamaica, train the people of Jamaica in the areas where you need, you're going to need constructors, the people, you know what I'm saying? Different skill set. You train them in those areas. So now, when you're going to have these we need contractors. So you need contractors in Jamaica that know how to do the job. You get people from overseas and come and train them so they get the jobs. Period. Right? We live in a diverse country of different races. Well, make sure you make that process as even as possible where, different people from different races that live here are trained in those areas of engineering, construction, all the skill set you need to build your country. Right? Once you start investing in the people, those people will now be able to earn where they can now house and afford those houses, those millions of dollars y'all selling them for, Mr. Andrew Holness, the ones you making. Yeah, the people will be now able to afford those types of houses in 5 years. Easy. We don't have to live all the days of our life. Work hard, hustle. All right? Try to start a family, struggle, and not be able to own a home without giving all our lives to pay it back. I mean, damn. Invest in the people of the country. But I digress.
You also have the Indians. The Indians are, you see them by the tourist era, you see them around the waters in Jamaica, and even land too. Them get break too. Them get tax break same way. With Jamaica people don't get that. No, when they say duty free, we go down them place duty free perfume, duty free this and duty free that. Jamaicans who have the craft
I don't know what's going on with this thing. It just froze on me. 1 second, y'all. Let me try and get it. Whoa.
Market them now make no money because Indians start selling everything. When the craft vendors are sell. Indians come to sell perfume and jewels and watch and crystals and some little stuff. So them up to it. So Jamaica disappoint. Everything every alley. Oh my father, me no come over it. Me no know.
So what he's saying here, and we got the rain coming again. I was in the rain early. I had to run out and come home. What he's saying is basically we have people in Jamaica that the vendors and so forth, that the craft vendors that use their creativity and make stuff. Basically, the Indian shops, they're funneling the tourists to those areas before they come to the locals that own these establishments. So again, the preference is being given to every other race but the black race. And if I'm not mistaken, we have been the workhorse to build this country. And that was through slavery, and we have not gotten any reparations. So what is going on? Why do we have a government that's supposed to be our people that is doing this to us allegedly? Make it make sense.
When I go get to my father then. Me don't know when I get over to my father because my father wasn't a weakling. My father was a strong man. My father never ready for labor yet. He does the healthcare system take on my father. I mean, they could have do better, my people.
So now he's going on to the healthcare system, and he's giving his experience that he lost his dad because of the poor healthcare system. This is what Carlos is saying. I never knew that.
We don't have equipment at the hospitals. The hospital we call the hospitals are like Hagpen. These hospitals are the same hospital from your boy till now, like wartime hospitals. Just like some bridge when we see a Jamaica collapse. Them say these bridges make from the 17th century. I see many of these hospitals are from wartime when soldiers used to inner it, wounded soldier. The man them do not for the people. You go to the hospital, you look you see one door, look to the next door, you see a look on patients left, right, and center. If a man was a father in the hospital, the whole hospital think up. If a man have a virus in the hospital and is airborne, everybody not get it. If a hospital can't sit down with a loved one on the bed and have a wonderful time with them. If it's just the last moment of the father, your mother in the hospital, you just want to spend the final moment with them. You don't stand a chance. If you have a loved one dead at Jamaica in the hospital, nobody come console you. I tell you, boy, I'm sorry, and blah blah blah. You just dead, nobody come tell the family and talk to you. Just a little counsel and make you feel good. No, I'm gonna go out. I'm going to here. This is the brother when things say I go come in and come to stop in Jamaica people. I don't like to tell people. I too go speak news and support them against Posha. Remember, PNP background I come from because we have a reason why I'm gonna tell you guys already, right? So we look on your cases now.
Now what Carlos is saying is this. The man promised a lot of things and he did not fulfill on them. Period. He looked at all the voices of the people, heard their cry, and allegedly used that knowledge to his advantage to just tell them everything they wanted to hear. Just like how a man would do a woman he's trying to sleep with. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister has raw dog, allegedly, this country, and let's just say the test results coming back from the doctor is alarming. All right? Yep. That's all I'm going to say about that.
MRI machine and no CT scan on the burn unit. When we look at Mr. Tufton, did the attack boss, how can you, me not understand? How can you send Jamaicans to outside facility for these things when poor people have no money to go pay and no lab outside? How can you do that? How can you outsource that to outside lab? How can you outsource stuff that is supposed to be done in a hospital for outside lab? How can you do that? How can you do that? Talking about a poor country, how can you outsource it? You take all the equipment out of the hospital and refer people to outside lab to get all these tests. A poor man coming to the hospital now, not most of Jamaica poor. Why we cannot provide these tests? You have to go outside, go get these tests. These. No come and leave right. No MRI machine, no CT scan, no burn unit. MRI machine, no CT 10. But however, you need 70. We don't give politicians 60 of them before the election. What I believe, to keep yourself in office to buy vote and all this skullduggery. So when you take taxpayers' money to keep yourself in office, that means you take most of the money and spend on yourself and pinch up a little stinking $5 million to give poor people. Such man, I tell you, say you believe office. Your hurricane response was stinking, never prepare for the people. You believe. office. The hurricane did not just lift up houses, they lit up houses in Jamaica. As a prime minister, are you influencing Jamaicans to vote for criminals? Because these eight are some alleged criminals, people, don't it?
My bad, y'all. My goddamn microphone, I be turning it on and off. I'm here talking like a mug.
So I ask the prime minister nicely, are you influencing Jamaica? But we throw them out and the right thing as a prime minister. It's like you harbor corruption. That's what it look like to all of us. It's as if you harbor corruption. You put on your order, suddenly come out. Then the wife in the parliament, everything gets so hard to table as just as she becomes. You know, blessed love man, Colin James and Gigi Jones. Wagwan. Yeah, man. Really rough still, but if I have zero tolerance for corruption, be behind you, such man. I was behind you. I was behind you. When they come out and talk all the beautiful things, I was behind you. Big up freedom. Yeah? $70 million before the election was given to them. You know what it? We don't know, right? When they need them now, hurricane pass. Now they are giving $5 million for people. They must spend most of the money for themselves, it look like, right? $70 million to keep themselves in office, that's what they look like. They are spending $70 million to keep themselves in office. So they're spending most of taxpayers' money for what themselves. But when it comes to you, $5 million must be spent. After hurricane, they might give them $5 million to come take your own. Election down, no man. So politicians will get $5 million. Election down, no man. Only $5 million them get each. The 60 of them could have get. They could have $5 million them get. Like up. So we talk about. But as soon as they come in, you're totally different. So don't come tell us anything about misinformation. Get the facts straight first.
Some 60-odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters. We have 9.
Now, how do you go from 60-odd shelters to 780 to 900 and something?
900 shelters right across the island.
900, 780, and 60. Do you know how much of a huge disparity that is? Who do we believe? Who do we believe about the number of shelters that's in Jamaica? Man, listen.
Done. Fix it. Getting away with no corruption around here. You're supposed to be the last of the corrupt kind we have. We don't want no more corruption in office, brother. Eh? Andrew, right here, in benefit from all of that. In benefit from that. In benefit from Michael Manley education structure. In benefit from education. Hence the teacher runway. Hence the education. Take your hood. The kids will find a better place for you. And when they look, your also just benefit is stolen by rich people who come money see a fine for your book a room. Right now, they're about to get out of money. They're about beard in the money like a beard in the mud. Yeah? Whoever money to the family. Police got them when who be dead, who be gone. Do you understand the people? No crime not fight at Jamaica. No crime at all, my people, must I tell you. No crime is fighting in my country. No crime. The Minister of National Security is dead. The Minister of National Security, you go for WikiLeaks, you go see the man named the WikiLeaks like an old criminal. With a background like that, you could never get a job at McDonald's. And we are talking about the Minister of National Security. So you cannot see the people who win these jobs. It's like, it's like they know what they're doing. They know exactly.
So basically, Carlos is saying even the people that's in the positions of power is suspect. Man, y'all make sure y'all go over there and go check out the entire video. I'm not gonna go through all of it. I think I mentioned enough to make my point. The point of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen this movie before. The question is, are you guys gonna do something about it? And I'm not talking about nothing violent. I'm saying, are you guys gonna continue to watch as these people lie in our faces, spit in our faces, tell us that it's raining, and laugh? He believed that. He a dummy. Are you guys gonna allow that? Yo, it's too clear. There's nothing, there's no argument. When people say to me the PMP and the JLP is the same, yeah, the previous PMP and the JLP is the same. You are right. However, this new PMP led by Mark Golden, we have not yet seen what they are about. We have not. But things are so bad. Things are so bad with this current leader. They are putting out so much alleged misinformation. I just say alleged because, it's a safe word. All right? They put out so much alleged misinformation. You got to wonder. Look at the clip I just played earlier. 60 plus shelters from Desmond McKenzie. Matty Samuda said it's 700 and something. And then the Prime Minister said 900 shelters. What? Yo, listen, man. Are these guys just reading off a piece of paper and not actually knowing the facts? That's what it sounds like. When you have three main people, I'm talking about these dudes are big names. All right? Mati Samuda is Carl Samuda's son, right? If I'm not mistaken. All right, Desmond McKenzie has been a politician forever. I mean, forever. I don't know him unless he's a politician. All right? Right? And the prime minister, the current prime minister, he was born into politics, according to him. So you telling me you guys have given us three different figures of all of the amount of shelters that are here in Jamaica. Y'all don't even know how much shelters is in Jamaica? Well, one of you don't, or maybe all of you. I don't know. Maybe all your numbers are wrong. But who's really spreading misinformation? Man, listen. So many questions, so little time, and not enough answers. Right? Before I go, I want to invite whoever is here that is interested to come and hit the link. I have a StreamYard link if you want to come up and, share your 2 cents on my review. If not, I have a video that I want to share with y'all. Man, listen, I came across this video on Instagram and I said, yo, let me bring this to y'all attention. Because every day, man, every day is something wilder and wilder and wilder that pop up in our society that makes you go, damn, it's like that? Sheesh. I'm talking about, whew. Yes, Lord. Come on now. It ain't that bad now, is it? This is how far gone we are. And sometimes you're afraid to ask yourself that question because the answer that comes back is like, yeah, pretty much. So that's the link right there to the StreamYard, all right? Let me go ahead and display capture. Should I display capture? Whatever. I'm gonna do it like that and go over here. Y'all still can't see it, but I'm a play it. It says a man saved me from drowning, but now I'm suing him for touching me. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Thingy that everybody was jumping on. So I thought, what the hell, I might as well try it too. It looked like fun. Apparently, I hit my head on the way down. I woke up lying on my back up on the platform, and this weird 40-year-old guy, like, pressing down on my chest. At first, I had no idea what was going on, but then the man who had revived me told me that I had been underwater for. He said that he had been luck to get a hold of me down there. A small part of me was happy to be alive, but the rest of me was screaming inside. I can't believe he just felt that he had the right to just grab me under the water while I was not unconscious. I wasn't able to consent. He thought it was perfectly okay to just grab my body and pull me in whatever direction that he pleased. He possessed my body, and he grabbed my waist and pulled me around down there like it was his right, like he wanted to have sex with me down there in the water. A few weeks ago, I almost drowned.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that correctly. All right? A few weeks ago, she almost drowned. I'm hoping this is a skit. All right? I'm hoping this is a joke. I'm hoping this is not real. This is a skit that was done. I have not verified if this story is real. If somebody out there that's watching this and catching the replay can verify that this is real, please let me know. Because I have had it up to here. I can't take no more of this. I'm about to ask God, like, yo, I ain't got no kids yet, but yo, I don't know, bruh. I don't know if I can take no more of this shit. Are you kidding me? You know what really got me? Let's play it again.
There is this, like, jumping platform thingy that everybody was jumping on. So I thought, what the hell, I might as well try it too. It looked like fun. Apparently, I hit my head on the way down. I woke up lying on my back up on the platform, and this weird 40-year-old guy, like, pressing down on my chest. At first I had no idea what was going on, but then the man who had revived me told me that I had been underwater for. He said that he had been lucky to get a hold of me down there. A small part of me was happy to be alive.
That's what got me, ladies and gentlemen. She said a small part of her was happy to be alive. You ungrateful. Ooh. Oh, Lord have mercy. I wish to not have any encounter with somebody this self-centered, ungrateful. I'm talking about, woo. She said just a little bit, just a little bit. I was kind of like, I'm happy I'm alive, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So what was the alternative? What's going to happen to our yo, this is so wild. I got the question in my head, but I'm just so furious. I'm trembling and I don't even know how to get the question out. Yo, I gotta laugh this off because what the hell is going on?
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
God.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Oh no.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Oh hell no.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Can't be, bruh.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
No way, bruh.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Man, what is gonna happen to our lifeguard? So you telling me they got a person that's unconscious gotta sign anything? How can you sign something when you're unconscious?
The rest of me was screaming inside. I can't believe.
A small part of her was happy that she's alive, but the rest of her was screaming inside. She can't believe what?
He just felt that he had the right to just.
He felt that he had the right to save your life, you snob nose. You know what? Let me calm down. Like I said, this gotta be a skit. This gotta be a skit. There ain't no goddamn way, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, I refuse to believe this is true, bro. I refuse to believe this is a real story. This gotta be a joke. This has to be a joke. I am so triggered.
Grabbed me under the water, but I was not unconscious. I wasn't able to consent. He thought it was perfectly okay to just.
Yo, this gotta be a skit. I'm convinced this is a skit. She probably acting out this to prove the nonsense of some law that they got. Probably somebody did this in real life. There's no way this is real, bruh. Nah, bruh. I can't. I know there's no way. There is no way.
Grab my body and pull me in whatever direction that he pleased. He possessed my body, and he grabbed my waist.
He possessed your body? How do you know any of this when you're unconscious? How do you know what the man did?
And pulled me around down there like it was his right, like he wanted to have sex with me down there.
Yo, she is trying to ascertain the man's intention. While, yo, what? She's accusing this man of wanting to. Oh my God. Oh no. You're in trouble.
In the water. A few weeks ago.
Man, listen, man. I ain't got nothing else for you, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. This shit is crazy. Nobody want to hit the link, that's fine. I got an hour and 30 in. I made my point about, you know what I'm saying, how the politicians have damn near just blatantly lied to us, tell us one thing and then doing the next. And I really want us to not get our emotions involved too much with these politicians. We should see them as employees. We put them in there to do a job, and if they're not doing their job properly, we need to demand a clause in the contract where we can call for their resignation, and with the right amount of signatures, they get the hell out of office. Period. I'm tired of the nonsense. Listen, I give 0 Fs. All right, I have 0 Fs left. I can't. It's too much. It's just too much. I'm sick and tired of the lies from these individuals that call themselves politicians. And for full context, I'm not just talking about the present government. I'm talking about the previous government before them. I'm tired, bruh. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm also sick and tired of the Jamaican people making excuses for these mother effers when they're telling you not to make, the prime minister is telling you not to make excuses for them. So why don't you listen to your prime minister? He said it. He said it. Anyway, man, that's my time, man. Y'all have a blessed Saturday. I'll see y'all later. I don't know. I'm feeling in the vibe, so I might do another $5 song request later on, and we could just jam and have some fun, baby. You know what I'm saying? All my ladies pull up. You know what I'm saying? Trina, I don't know, man. You got to pull up, Trina. Trina, you need to join my WhatsApp community, baby. All y'all over here need to join I'm going to drop it right now before I go. Join my WhatsApp community so you guys can get the notification from there when I actually go live. Listen, I do not trust YouTube anymore to send out notifications to y'all. All right? I'm literally doing all the work. There's a few times random people have pulled up on my live. Just a few times. All right? Just a few times. So, yeah, I am frustrated. But I will still continue to maintain consistency and push on. As my dear babes encourage me to do, and my dear baby encourage me to do. I have a lot of support behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate these people. And I support them wholeheartedly. And I want to see them win wholeheartedly. I want to see us all win. All the real ones, all the good ones, all the ones that really care about the collective process and progress, right? I do not care about enemies of progress. I don't have time to invest my energy into individuals or individual of that nature. If I did before, I don't anymore. And I'm checking myself. I'm checking myself to see whether my actions are enemies of progress or allies of progress. How about you be an ally of progress? How about you stop lying to us, politicians? How about you start doing y'all jobs? How about that? Yeah, man, it's your boy BOLO V&R. Thank y'all for giving me of your time. If you're watching the replay, you made it to the end. Man, salute to y'all. And salute to the people that's been in here the whole time. Salute to the people that came in and left. I appreciate everybody's time. You know what I'm saying? And big shout out to all the donators, man. Big shout out. I know there's a lot of y'all that have Cash App. I did a poll on my last live. And you said, it's like 70% of y'all got Cash App. So it's either two things. Y'all help me get monetized real quick. I got until October 7th. Or, yeah, I'm going to have to get a Cash App. Something has to happen. But, hey, let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. You guys be blessed. Y'all have a wonderful day. And, yeah, man. Keep your head down in these YouTube streets, man. A lot going on and that I do not know about. God has shifted me away from certain things that, because I got real life going on, you know what I'm saying, that I will not discuss or divulge with anybody. That's why y'all haven't really been seeing me too much outside of the hurricane that came. Yeah, I really be occupied with real life. And, you know, I got to make sure I separate the two sometimes and not put you guys into the mix. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the topics I talk about is that which I care about because it affects the collective. And I'm all about being an ally of progress. All right? Period. I am an advocate for the nuclear family, will always be forever. I am a promoter of the nuclear family. Anything outside of the nuclear family, I don't know what to tell you. All right? My heart is with the nuclear family. We need mothers and fathers in their homes. We need the nuclear family to stand strong as the foundation of building kingdoms. All right? There's no other foundation that builds kingdoms. It has never happened. It's never occurred. No kingdom lasts standing on the foundation outside of the nuclear family. None. You have kingdoms that have to even pretend as if they are advocates to the nuclear family, because if they don't, their power will be lost almost immediately. Think about that and look around history and look around the world and tell me where I lied. It's your brother BOLO V&R. I love y'all. Salute. I'm out. Peace. Leave our babies alone, man. All y'all weirdos out there, man, in the government and in the streets. Leave the babies alone, man. All right? I don't have no tolerance for nobody that is going after our babies. None. I don't respect you. I don't love you. I don't like you. None of that. I despise you. All right? Period. And I'm out.